I look in the chat and she's like, ha ha ha, what? And then I see that there's like 10 GIFs of the Teletubbies. When I was in college, my senior year, I lived in a house in Binghamton, New York. Mm-hmm. And I lived with these 4 girls. And they all were friends and lived together beforehand.
Oh.
And
You came in and changed the dynamic?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I liked them. I thought they were nice. I didn't hang out with them very much. Like, we would go out every once in a while. But, like, I liked them. I thought they were cool and whatever. But I just, like, I don't know. I was working all the time. Like, I worked at a restaurant, so I worked nights and weekends and shit. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I don't know what happened. You know what? Maybe I do know. So there was a stray cat outside that I loved.
Yeah.
And I brought it in one night. And I was like, we're going to make this an indoor cat.
This is historic rat news, by the way.
Historic rat news.
From the past.
Yeah. And so I like this cat, it would come, like, it was kind of skinny and it was gray and fluffy. And I would like feed it all the time. So one night I was like, this is going to be an indoor cat.
Yeah.
I trapped the cat indoors. Mm-hmm. And then I wake up in the morning and my roommates are like, so the cat shit on the bath mat. And I guess the cat shit on the bath mat. And one of my roommates, the like nicest one of all of them, was describing the shit and like gagging at the idea of the shit.
That's like when we have memories of when Betty vomited and I'm gagging thinking about the vomit.
When we have those memories,
when we have memories together.
When we have memories of Betty's vomit together. And so, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll buy you a new bath mat. And I gave her money for it and stuff. And they let after the cat shit, they just let it outside and I never saw the cat again. And so.
That's kind of mean. I got to ask you.
I guess, but I think that they didn't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I did that. And then shortly after, they stopped talking to me as much. Mm-hmm. And there was like one night, it was like my very last semester.
Yeah.
I had all morning classes. I had classes at like 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Because I like worked in the evenings. Yeah. And so I would like go to class, go home, do a little bit of like homework and studying and stuff, lay down for an hour and then go to my serving job. Yeah. Right. And like they decided to have like a party in the house like on a Tuesday night and didn't tell me it was happening. And like it was like blasting music on the first floor. And I texted them and I was like, hey, like, I don't mind that you have people over and whatever, but do you mind like turning the music down? And they didn't respond. And I was like, oh my God.
I remember this kind of thing happening a lot in college.
Yeah, and I was like, they're definitely like mad at me. It might have been the cat thing. It could have been something else. They wanted the cat in too, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then things got really sour and we like stopped talking. So the last entire semester of school, we did not talk to each other.
Oh, man.
And I moved out without saying goodbye and stuff.
And they all still talked.
Yes, because they're all friends.
So you know that they were talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. And I just like don't even, maybe it bothered me at the time. I don't remember it bothering me too much. I had so much going on. But like, I knew they were talking about, they were probably like, God, she's a bitch, right? You know? But also, I don't know, they were friends since like their freshman year and everything. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, dude, they're like friends on their own. And I wasn't like super close with them. We'd hang out like a little bit, but.
You're this girl that comes out of nowhere, like in school where they're like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, that's me. I just show up in the kitchen. I'm like, you guys talking about something cool? And they're like, no. So anyway, I move out. I don't really talk to them. I don't hate them or anything. Like, I think the party thing was kind of rude, but whatever, who cares? Like it doesn't matter now at all.
Yeah.
Then maybe like a year after I graduated, I was on LinkedIn looking for a job, and I was like friends with them all on LinkedIn, and there was like a thing that was like, oh, it's this person's birthday, and it was my old roommate. Like, wish them a happy birthday. And so I like go into the chat. I'm just like fucking around.
Yeah.
I go into the chat and I'm just like looking through the GIFs.
Yeah.
And like I find a GIF of like the Teletubbies dancing.
Yeah.
And I just like click on it to look at it bigger.
Uh-oh.
And then I probably click on it a few more times, but I don't send anything.
Why are you clicking on it multiple times?
Because I wanted to look at it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to look at the GIF. Like
you
bigger.
put it away, you're like, wait, I'm not done.
I was like, I gotta look back at that.
It's just a dancing Teletubby.
It's Teletubbies, yeah. And I thought it was like funny. I don't know. I was looking at it a lot. I don't know why. This happened years ago. I don't know why I was looking at these dancing Teletubbies a lot, but I needed to look at them.
I'm writing this down for you.
There's way more you can fucking write down, dude. But so then I like close out the window and then I finish my day at work and I, don't think about it that much. A couple of days later, I get a LinkedIn.
I didn't think about it. You weren't like, oh, that was a good Teletubby.
I probably was.
Yeah.
Look, I was probably thinking about that.
But you looked at it enough to have it in your imagination. Yeah, that's why you looked at it so much.
I just replayed it in my what's the eyeball version of your phonological loop?
Damn, I forget what it is.
Is there really a name for it?
I think it's like iconic memory or something like that.
I mean, those Teletubbies are icons.
But guys, I think this is an outdated model though. But I think that's what they used to call it.
So a couple days later, I get like a LinkedIn notification.
Yeah.
And then I go to my LinkedIn and it's that roommate.
Yeah.
Whose birthday it was a couple of days ago. And then I look in the chat and she's like, ha ha ha, what? And then I see that there's like 10 GIFs of the Teletubbies. I had like not talked to her for like probably more than a year, left on a bad note, and then on LinkedIn, of all places, sent her
it's the
no
weirdest
words.
place to communicate with a person you really know.
Dude, no words. Only 10 GIFs.
You didn't even say happy birthday. Oh, right. Because you weren't there for that. You were just looking at it.
And I sent 10 GIFs of Teletubbies, no words.
Oh my God.
And she's like, ha ha ha, what?
Yeah.
And then
it's like you're being so aggressive by hitting it so many times. Sending her
I kept
10,
looking at the GIF.
Just flooding her message.
Because I kept wanting to look at the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ha ha, sorry. I saw it was your birthday and I looked at the GIFs on LinkedIn and then I found this Teletubbies one and I was just looking at it. I didn't know it was sending. Anyway, I hope you're well.
Man, it's actually kind of surprising she responded because that looks really insane.
Dude, she could have not responded.
You would have never known.
And I never would have known that I did that. And we all could have lived a normal life. But she was like the nicest, like most normal person out of all of them. And she was like, ha ha, what? I'm gonna see
if you've been okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, hope you've been happy birthday. Hope you've been well. Sorry.